That's Gervonta Tank Davis, boxing champion in 3 different weight classes and 29-0 over his professional career, 27 of them being by knockout win. This is Ryan Garcia. He's also a champion level boxer with 20 wins by knockout, but looking like it's the worst day in the office ever. Apart from the obvious state of pain he's in and the punch that got him there, he seems awake and lucid at the precarious position that he's in. So why is he kneeling in what's supposed to be the biggest moment of his life? What's stopping him from continuing the fight? It's because of something called a liver shot.
You're in so much pain, huh?
I am.
Yeah.
Your liver is located on the right side of the body, nestled in between the gallbladder and the diaphragm, and to the right of your stomach. It's actually the largest and heaviest organ in the human body as well, weighing about 2 to 4 pounds and taking up around 2.5% of your body weight. The liver is considered to be a major metabolic organ, meaning that it's responsible for a lot of important everyday life-supporting functions. It produces cholesterol and proteins to carry fats throughout the body. It helps regulate blood clotting, and it also helps clean your body of drugs and poisons, which is why the liver is talked about so frequently in the context of drinking. So, what makes your liver so vulnerable? When a punch initially lands on the liver, there's a sudden change in pressure that travels throughout the organ. The liver is flexible, so if one side gets compressed with a punch, the other side will get further stretched into the body. In severe cases, the liver will actually rupture and sustain lacerations throughout its lobes, which is what happened when Jason DeLucia fought Bas Rutten back in 1996.
Bang, bang, and that's bang, and that is the liver shot that finished the fight and that broke his liver.
Even in both severe and mild blunt trauma cases, a specific set of events is unfortunately inevitable. There are a lot of nerve fibers in the capsule that surrounds the liver, which link it directly to your autonomic nervous system. As you get punched, the compression from the damage interacts with these nerve fibers and starts a signal cascade to other organs in your body. Now, your autonomic nervous system, or ANS, is responsible for the automatic or involuntary bodily functions that happen in your body. The slowing down of your heart rate when you're relaxed, the constriction and dilation of your pupils during various amounts of light, the release of glucose from your liver to maintain metabolic pathways. All of these responses are done by your trusted ANS as a way to adapt to external changes.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Then there's this guy. The longest nerve of the ANS is the vagus nerve, which runs from your brain all the way down to your intestines, and just so happens to branch into the liver on its way down. When this particular nerve gets stimulated, in this case from a punch of a boxer, a trigger of a series of physiological events starts to cascade as a result. First, there's a sudden response of vasodilation, or a widening of blood vessels all over your body. Normally when this happens, your heart rate increases to compensate for the lowered blood pressure to the heart and the rest of the cardiovascular system. So even when you're not pumping as much blood, you're pumping the blood quicker so that you're still providing oxygen to the vital organs that require it.
Houston, we have a problem.
But then also during vagus nerve stimulation, your heart rate is also decreased, so welcome to the awful situation where you now have lowered blood pressure and a lowered heart rate, which equals a lower cardiac output. This means that important organs, such as your brain, are suddenly not receiving the oxygen it requires to maintain proper function. Now, thankfully your body does have some reflexes built in, which means that during a situation of a liver shot and a stimulated vagus nerve, your brain will respond by trying to get you to pass out so that there's a better chance of the blood in your body to deliver oxygen to it. When you're passed out, you're then laying in a horizontal position, and it's much easier for oxygen distribution since gravity isn't impeding its travel to the brain. Now, let's bring this back to the fight and how Ryan responded to it. You can see that after the punch from Tank, Ryan backs up and has a few seconds before the nerves in his liver tell his brain that something's wrong. As soon as the signal cascade reaches his brain, you can see him back up and take a knee as his body attempts to take a more favorable position for better oxygen distribution to his brain. Now, at this point, the body has made its decision, and as hard as Ryan is trying to get back up, he simply can't move and the fight is called off by the referee in round 7. Now, there's been some criticism from the reactions to the stoppage post-fight, with some notable boxing figures saying that he willingly quit in the 7th round instead of using his willpower and grit to fight through the pain. Now, I'm not certain if these are genuine thoughts or if they're just comments made to market the sport of boxing, but anyone who's ever taken a shot to the liver, even a small one, will tell you that a willing mind and a failing body are two different things.